Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Now this is a bit of a shower idea, but I'm going to go with it and see how it runs and turns out. It might be rubbish. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell button, leave a like. No face because my room is in turmoil and no one really, I don't even have space to put a green screen up. It's crazy. Anyways, right. I want to talk about the most important metric in the world of crypto. And it manages and monitors and keeps your feet on the bloody ground. It's the market cap. Right, what is it? It is basically the individual price of an individual asset times by the circulating supply. So 1 BNB, for example, is 323. Multiply that by 168 million, or whatever it works out as. It will give you 54 billion. Right, make sense? Cool, right. Awesome. Winner. Okay, so basically the price times by each individual one of those will give you this. What is happening with my mouse? Dear me. It's been really weird recently. Anyways, so the overall market cap of that will be 4th place in the rankings. Cool. So basically you can ignore this number, you can ignore this number, you can pretty much ignore the price. Yeah, go for value, right? Do not just go, well, wow, okay, I don't know, it's $1.30. It might go to $100. Then you might be thinking, right, okay, if that does 100x from here, that is a lot of money. You know, people think that, you know, crazy. If you think of 10x, well, 10x is 410 billion. If you think, yeah, 4 billion. 4 trillion, sorry, dear me, right? Anyways, so, realistic expectations, okay? There's 2 charts on the chart I'm going to go through, which is a total chart and a total 2 chart, so you understand it. But the metric is actually on top of here. We have got 11,149 recognized, there's more than that by the way, a lot more, in the world of crypto on this website. There's 391 exchanges. The overall market cap at the moment is 1.563 trillion. And the dominance of Bitcoin is 46% and Ethereum is 18.6%. So basically the top 2 is worth nearly 70% of the market. Nearly, give or take. So you could probably argue here that anything beyond the top 100 is pretty much, yeah, not great. You know, they're small in value. They are at the moment insignificant on what could happen in the top of the chart, which would give us, wait for it, that market sentiment that would continue the cycle. Now, I did a video 2 weeks ago. Is this market just market sentiment based only and cycles mean pish? I still think that. I still think with enough hype and enough excitement and enough stupid people buying into the market, sorry if I'm offending anyone, markets will go up. It's just how markets work. It's psychology. When the market goes down, people don't want to be around. People will then quit their memberships. They will not come back. They will lose their coins because they've forgotten where to put them, which people laughed at my joke about BlockFi yesterday because people do. They forget where they put things. It's great. And they will message me going, Ash, I bought something some time ago in 2018, but I don't know where it is. Can you help me find it? No. Right? So it's important to understand certain things. People will jump into this market head first. If you are watching this video now and you are watching this video in 6 months' time and you may be that person that is buying the tops and you're looking at these prices right now thinking, I wish I was in crypto now, that might happen. So there may be an absolute cataclysmic run coming. Maybe, or maybe not. The market, as you all know, it's all probability, not certainty. So, how to manage yourself, how to manage expectations, how to do a little bit of research on competition to make sure you are getting a freaking good deal. Because I am sick and tired of people asking me questions about coins that are already stupid prices realistically. And you've probably missed the boat, but you can't be asked finding another thing because you want that one, right? You've got to kind of manage yourself. Investing is all about survival as well as taking profit and winning, right? There's more chances as a newbie you're going to lose more than you ever win. You just got to deal with that. You got to manage that. Some people get lucky. Your friend in work sitting in the canteen who bought Dogecoin when it was absolutely nothing is probably sitting laughing at you thinking, haha, I know nothing, but I still made more money than you. Sometimes that happens. Just deal with it, right? So, always look at the market cap. If you are thinking that Cardano or Ethereum or Bitcoin is a great investment and you're going to become stupidly rich off $50, think again, because that's probably very unlikely. If you're looking down at rank number 677 and it's a coin called Sausage and it's worth, I don't know, $17 million in market cap and it does a 20x, you may well do okay because that is called making money. But you've got to find those coins. So the one thing you can use, a cool website that I did find, and I don't know who runs it or who it's made by, but it's really cool. It's called Coin Perspective, and basically I am shocking at maths, and it basically allows me to kind of work it out in simple speak, right? So this is Shiba. Welcome to Shiba. This has got 3.1 billion market cap. The total circulating supply is currently stupid, and so is the total supply, right? And you can see here, if you scroll down, if it was to match Bitcoin, it would be a 231x. Now, I use Shiba because it's kind of remotely okay in terms of its market cap. It's quite average, but it will probably fall like a storm when the market does turn officially. Now, if I'm looking at a coin for the longer term, let's have a little look. Actually, let's look at Inject, because I rate this one long term. Talked about this in the start of the year. It's only 211 million market cap. Now, if this is to go and compete with the likes of Ethereum, you're going to get mega wealthy. This is the problem. Too many people are doing videos thinking, wow, it's going to happen, and people fall into the trap that it is going to happen, and that inner greed is then channeled. Green numbers, green lights, green flashy objects will make you think that things are going to keep going up. It doesn't always happen. So if you are following certain YouTubers, make sure you subscribe to me and not them. Realism is always the most important thing. You want to take profit, you want to manage your risk percentages right, and you always want to be able to be surviving. You want to be having that profit and utilizing it and keeping it and using it and overall growing it, right? You don't want to be just buying into shite and then keep buying into shite and keep buying into shite, because that's what happens. And I talked about it in one of my videos not too long ago in terms of how to buy in a trend. It's very, very simple. Now, even if you're looking at like Chainlink as an example here, majorly just falling off a cliff right now, but overall it's still, things can compete with that. There's so much happening in this market, it's evolving that fast. Anyone, realistically, if you buy a solid project and this market does go parabolic, everyone will become an expert. Everyone will make tons of money. It's all about positioning. It's all about timing. But if you buy the wrong thing at the wrong time, i.e. when things go absolutely turbo, you're probably going to lose, I'm afraid. So this is the total market cap. This is the entire market cap of the industry. We actually went up to 2.55 trillion. Cool. We're now 1.54. We actually went a lot lower than that. We actually went down to 1.1. So we had a huge correction. Now, you could be that person I'm talking to. Yes, I'm talking to you, maybe. I don't know. That bought when the market cap was at its freaking peak and you were like, $80 billion in market cap was Dogecoin. I'm going to buy it. Why not? It's going to go to $2 because someone on TikTok told me so. And now it's just dumped down to 20 cents. Oops. But we laugh, we joke, but realistically, everyone's got to learn that way. I did. I bought some crap. Cleanse my system now, it's fine. But at the end of the day, taking profit is absolutely vital. We could see a $10 trillion market cap. We could in the next coming years. Does it mean it's going to happen without dips? No. Are we going to have some severe crashes? Probably. You've got to manage it. I did a video yesterday on taking profit. I did a video last week about cycles and stuff. I think this market is literally a sentiment base. I do. I don't believe in cycles at the moment. I think it's just when everyone's excited and happy and money's coming in, it's going to go up. I don't think there's a time limit on it. I genuinely don't. I think when the powers that be will do it, it will pull. So even if that means we get one big run for the next 200 days and it only lasts for 200 days, therefore the overall cycle's 500 days instead of 800 days, we'll take it. I'll take it. Happy days. Because they could get more parabolic. They could get crazy. They could get smaller and more crazy and more volatile because New money's flowing into the market, new coins are coming in, new innovations coming in. It's a bit crazy. So we don't know how to, no one can tell the future. This is what I'm trying to say. But we could go to $10 trillion very, very easily. Very, very easily. If you think about it, most of the market cap of the entire industry is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Well, what about if you add DOT into that? What about if you add Chainlink into that? What if you add Cardano into that? What about if you add Solana into that? What about if you add Avalanche into that? All these ecosystems that could be then worth $50 to $100 billion each. You're already solving one problem there. This market cap's going to go up and up and up. Then you got all the smaller projects that will come up from those lower depths. The likes of RSR was about 200 million market cap not too long ago. That could be worth 200 billion if it gets its cards right. It really could in terms of what it aims to achieve. That's a long-term picture. But you got to think it's got a journey to get there. It's never going to happen overnight. Look at Ethereum. I remember when Ethereum was $7. Yeah, oops. I bought it. I didn't hold it long enough. I'm an idiot. But, as I say, you have those mistakes. You cleanse your body. You get used to it. Now, what do you do? And I mentioned it in one of my videos not so long ago. You buy when it's trending up. Now, what have I said yesterday in terms of me buying coins? We're now above the EMA. You buy when the EMA 21 is just continually flowing. And you look to take profit when it dips below it. Now, the one thing as well about profit taking, and I kind of mentioned it and alluded to it yesterday in terms of the EMA. Look when it gets tight. Whenever you see these big and massive aggressive pullbacks, boom, take some profit. Because if you were buying down here, you're up. Boom, take some profit. Boom, take some profit. Boom, take some profit. Every time it pulls back on like the 2-day or the 3-day chart towards an average kind of moving average, go for it. And guess what? Don't buy, don't buy, don't buy, don't buy. Wait and see what happens. Because if you were taking profit around this point here, when it did go towards there, and you are able to buy much lower, go for it. You know, at the end of the day, because it's all hindsight. Think of this. What if this did this, right? And we went all the way down here. I know it's what if. But if you were still below the EMA, and you were still below that level, you got to buy the dip that keeps on dipping. You've got to have rules and parameters. I know dollar cost average is simple, just buying when it's low on a red day or whatever. But you've got to have some degree of kind of rule sentiment as well. So manage your expectations. Again, this could close above this point and we continue going up. What if, and I want to say it right now, we're on the log scale. What if this little correction that we've just had, say in the total 2 chart here, right, was like this? Was this situation here where we've just had the exact same situation? What if it is? What if, right? And if it is, fair enough. Cool. What if that and we have a parabolic run like that? I know the percentages are going to be skewed because it's on the log scale and whatnot, but what if we have a parabolic growth? What about if we go from roughly, 1.5 trillion up to 5 trillion? Can you handle the whole entire market booming by about 3-4x? Well, you should be. Now, I've always said it in my videos, whether I'm looking to accumulate or not, always have some ammo. Always have some in your altcoin that you want to be in, but always look to accumulate when it goes down. Always look to grow those units. Always look to grow. Never just sit. Never just go and buy. And the one thing that really irritates me, sorry, I'm just whinging, but at the end of the day, we laugh and joke. But let's just say VeChain. Let's just say you bought it at 2 cents and you're continually buying it. There has to be a time where you no longer need to buy it because you're just going to keep putting your average cost up. You need to be putting your average cost down. Simple as that. So, for example, if you buy it like 15 cents and you have the opportunity to buy it 5 cents, buy more at 5 cents to bring it down to roughly 10, 11, maybe 8, 9, I don't know, cent, however much you put in, right? Never go up. Dollar cost averaging up will kill you. And people do it and it really irritates me. Like, why would you... Oh, it doesn't make sense. It's like buying Ethereum at $300 but buying load at $3,000. It doesn't make sense. Yes, maybe you're thinking long term, but realistically, that risk reward will shrink massively over time. Accumulate through profit, through staking, through other bits and pieces. Do not put fresh capital into something that is already run. So, how are you going to manage it? Are you going to look at the total market cap? Are you going to look at the market cap of your coin that you're looking to buy? Are you going to look at monthly levels to look at accumulation? are you going to look at the EMA to see if it's trending up or down? Very, very simple kind of elements to this. This looks strong. The market correction is here. Yes, I was expecting a little bit lower, but I'm glad that the 28k level was tapped again and we were able to test it as a bottom, and it was actually a bottom, which is good to see. However, I'm more hopeful on the altcoins over time. I do feel, though, BTC dominance, by the way, is going to continue going up a little bit more. The reason being, I think it's just kind of programmed to do that because I think Ethereum will dump on the release and that will bring the dominance up anyways. But we'll see. I might be wrong. It may not happen. However, some of the Satoshi ranges are still down 60, 70, 80% on a lot of altcoins. If you're holding Bitcoin, there's an opportunity there to get back in. And by the way, USD prices, if Bitcoin runs from here, you're going to make USD regardless. And everyone, even your cat downstairs or your dog in the front room, will become an expert, because if the trend is your friend and it keeps going up and we're in a bull market, and as I say, this goes down, the secret sauce, this continues going down, which is a dollar index, by the way, and it does keep going down and down, we're all going to make money.